Welcome back, Fame Rothstein Sports Investing Show, Sunday, February 29th, 2019. Just before noon, gonna kick out this quick YouTube episode with you. As you can see, I'm sitting here with my ace co-host, the L-Train.
What's happening, man?
All right, and we're gonna recap yesterday's action that we gave you, and then we're gonna go over the NFL day for today. But before we do that, we're gonna toast, give a cheers to each other because I think it was a good day yesterday, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, man.
Well, go ahead. You want to talk about yours first?
We had that Indiana plus 14 at Michigan State. That was a good investment. We also had that Washington versus USC. We took the favorite and we went under that 60 points. So those were a couple of good investments from yesterday. From the show.
You took the favorite with the spread. You didn't do
With
the
the
money
spread,
line.
exactly.
It was,
with the spread, exactly. It was 10 and a half.
10 and a half, and they won by like 14 or whatever. Washington easily covered.
Mm-hmm.
I told you that I picked Oklahoma hosting Texas Tech would go over 71. It pushed on my on my ticket, but if you took it after I told you to take it, it went down to 70 and a half, so you won. Okay? I also told you that Benavidez would stop Darrell. Probably should have stopped him around earlier. The ref had a heart to call the fight. Should have stopped him around earlier, but he stopped him.
Yes, he did.
And so that came through for you. Now, admittedly, the Spence fight, like I told you, you wasn't going to win money with Spence, so you might as well take Porter. We were probably, 4 minutes from Porter actually winning that. He got knocked down late, or at least a draw, maybe.
At least the draw. I went with the draw yesterday. I think it was, if it wasn't for that knockdown, it would have been a draw. Even though the scorecards were kind of wide, but you know how the judges be. That was a rough and tough fight, man. That was one of the fights of the year, I think. What you think, Fane?
Yeah, it was one of the best fights I've seen in a minute. Those middle weights, not the middleweight division, but those middle weights, 140 to 160. There's a whole hell of a lot of fights that boxing can be set up for the next 5-7 years if they do it right. Cut the tomfoolery out, but. We're here to talk about the NFL day. Both gonna give you 3. We both got 2 dogs that we're gonna give you. So, you want to start? Or you want me to start? It don't matter.
Well, I got since I'm looking at what I got going on here. Like we say, what we put on the show is what we actually bet. We don't, put something on there and we don't bet it. So we just let you know this was going down. Right today.
Exactly.
We got the Carolina Panthers visiting the Houston Texans. We're going to take that point total over 47 and a half. You got that guy, Kyle Anderson? Kyle Allen stepped right in with Cam Hurt, so they still throwing the ball around. You know what Houston does. They got nice scoring. They got receivers all over the place. The second game of the day, we're going to go with the Cleveland Browns at the Baltimore Ravens. We're going to take Cleveland to cover that. I'm going to take Cleveland to cover that score, man. This is going to be an interesting game, a very interesting game. And the last one is the dog of the day, man. Oh, man, the dog of the day. I see the look on his face. I already know what it is. But the dog of the day for me is the Seahawks at the Arizona Cardinals. We're going to take Arizona plus 5. Yes, I said it. Arizona plus 5. They at home. The rookie is slinging the ball around. That's the dog of the day. So what you think, Fame?
Okay. I'm going to start off with, I got 3 different ones. I'm going to start off with the Baltimore Ravens hosting Cleveland. I took it to go over. I got it at 45. I just saw it on ESPN at 46 and a half. It might have went up. I don't know. But I got it at 45. I'm taking the over on that game. Also, the Colts and going to the Colts hosting the Raiders. I got that going over 45 and a half. I think it's going to be a lot of offense that game. Jacoby Brissett, they're giving him a shot to show that he's a franchise quarterback. I don't know if he is, but he seems to be able to put up points with the Colts.
Yeah, yes, he does.
Now, my dog of the day is the Miami Dolphins plus 14 and a half against the Chargers, coming all the way from the West Coast to, I mean, they're literally going across country, Southern California to South Florida. You know, when those West Coast teams come into the Eastern time zone, it's usually an adventure. And plus, I mean, like half of Miami ain't playing. The receiver, Mike Allen, a bunch of people on offense. That's why they activated Melvin Gordon. He's like, oh, we need some help.
Right.
Because they know they're in a tough division. They're going to struggle to even win it with Kansas City in there, but, you know, they're playing Melvin Gordon probably way earlier than they should. I don't care how shape he's in, not used to NFL game speed right now. I mean, it won't take him long to get, you know, he's obviously played. It won't take him long to do it, but that's my dog of the day. Miami plus 14.5. Now, listen, with these dogs of the day, what we're going to do is, from now on, if one of us or both of us don't win it, we're going to have to knock out some push-ups on camera, you know, instead of on site, on camera, you know, by how many points you missed. So he's got the
Cardinals plus 5.
Plus 5. Say the Cardinals don't cover. They lose by 7. He's got to knock out 2 push-ups on camera. I got the Dolphins plus 14.5. That's 15. Say they don't cover. Lose by 20. Got to knock out 6 push-ups on camera. So we're going to start doing that, you know, kind of, because we mean what we stick by what we say here. Like you said, what we tell you to invest in, we've invested in, okay? And I'll give you 2 prop bets. I'll give you 2 prop bets that I got. Deshaun Watson over 265.5 yards passing, and Kenny Still over 36.5 yards receiving. They're both about minus 115, you know, standard or close to standard odds. So I think those will hit 2 for you. So that's all we got for today. You got anything else you want?
No, that's pretty much it. We summed it up. I just want to repeat, what a hell of a fight last night, man. I tell you, that was a fight. That was the fight of the century, man. I tell you.
Salute to those young brothers. Yes. That was a good show.
That was a good showing last night, boy. I tell you, I must say.
You know, so like I said, that's all we got for today. Let me give my man one more cheers before we get out of here. All right, and you know the phrase, you know the motto rather. There's games to be played. There's money to be made. So there is a Monday night game. The Bengals and Steelers. You know, our hometown Bengals, the Republic of Cincinnati, will that'll be on the podcast on Anchor, Fame Rothstein Sports Investing Show, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, TuneIn, all that, and so you got plenty of time still to, you know, get out there and get to the bag, or as my co-host likes to say,
get domain.
That's funny. All right, y'all be safe. Peace.